So here today, I was able to go through and talk to a crap ton of people. So I summoned my accounts, and actually I tried very hard to pull the new character. I wasn't lucky enough, which is super sad. I went through, I talked to a bunch of people that were testing out the character, and I also went, and because we have a new system in the game, which we can actually test out some characters to see their usability, correct? I used it in Arena Simulator. I was just messing around like a crap ton. I then also maxed them out just to see what would happen, and not gonna lie, there's a lot of pointers I have for the character that I wanted to share with you. Again, I did not pull the character, so this is not like an insane review testing whatnot, but I do want to go through a few things that make this character really shine. And I'm not gonna lie, he's definitely, so people are saying he's the worst SSR plus. You're smoking something. You have to be. Now, is he the best? No, but he is damn good, is my opinion. So I'll go through it. We're gonna break it down. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's talk about it. So first up, let's go through something just so you know at least what the character does. This character, again, causes a lightning strike whenever the final attack in this basic attack sequence lands on the target, creating a spear bearer mark that lasts 20 seconds, deals 200% of the attack as damage, and decreases the target's defense by 40%. One mark paralyzes the target for 0.5 seconds when it is created. Two marks will paralyze the target for 1 second and deal additional 10% of the target's max HP as damage, 250 if they're a boss. So a lot of the kit also implements a thing called if they're a boss. So if they're a boss, guess what? You're going to do actually very good damage. So just keep that in mind. Could be a very good boss killer for the long run. That's something that we can kind of implement later on. 3 marks paralyze the target for 1.5 seconds and deal an additional 20% of the target's max HP as damage. 300% of the attack's damage to the target is a boss. Again, you see that. Now, remember that this bearer mark that is kind of put down, look at over here, recovers 2% of his max HP, which is a huge thing actually. Recovering HP is basically sort of lifesteal, if you will, and his attack increases by 2% whenever he paralyzes a target with a spear bearer mark from lightning strike or tower spear bearer. Max attack increases by 10 times. Now that's there. This time, 3% of max HP and 3% of attack is also additional when a paralyzed goes through from getting the spear or the lightning strike or tower attack. So that's there. Max again is 10 times, which is pretty good. They're level 3. Data, again, the character add-on, I think is how you say it, decreases the swiftness of targets with a spear bearer mark by 20, which is also good. The duration of the impenetrable domain increases by 5 seconds. So pretty powerful exclusive weapon also, which is really cool to see. This is the impenetrable domain thing, which again, as you can see, lasting 5 more seconds is actually a huge upgrade. This is where actually for 10 seconds, so now 15 seconds, the impenetrable domain blocks projectiles fired from the outside of the domain and it releases the electric current that deals damage equal to 200% of his attack to enemies that are that attacked. He becomes immune to the status effects and his swiftness becomes, or rather increases by 40 when that is active. So pretty cool. He becomes immune to status effects and teleports to the enemy with the highest attack, then strikes down lightning to deal 260% of the attack as damage, paralyzes them for 4 seconds, then returns to his original position, and then he again increases his swiftness for 40 by 10 seconds. Then, at the end of it all, this is his ultimate, which is actually very powerful. The character becomes invincible and throws down the lightning spear, basically, hitting the enemy with the lowest current HP to deal 60% of the enemy's max HP as damage, which is a lot, actually. 500% of the attack is there, and if it's a boss, by the way, and stuns them for 1 second. This attack will always land, and if the target is paralyzed, any of their skills that activate when fatal damage is taken for the first time are nullified, and he creates a spear bearer mark. What is it? The spear remains stuck to the ground for 3 seconds, releasing sparks, so 1200 damage for the duration, which is again very powerful. So for what it is, the character is very strong. Simply put, that is the case. Now, the problems that were, kind of encountered through the test that I was hearing, basically the issues are he's a little bit squishy. So he is going to do a lot of damage. He is kind of what the term is, glass cannon, if you know what that is. Basically, like, he can do a lot of damage, but he can really take a lot of damage also, and basically kick the bucket before any testing can go through. Now, I was messing around with it, so the final test I did was just seeing what, like, again, this is a maxed out character. You have to realize also, there is no gear on these characters. I don't get why this is implemented the way it is. Like, put gear on the characters. Like, we could test every function. Like, they went through and made sure to add everything here, but not gear. Why? Like, again, you're increasing the survivability a lot by applying gear. You have to realize that, right? Top level gear is going to really help you in a lot of capacities to actually make your character survive. So testing without gear, like this is garbage gear. Well, let's say this: you're adding a lot of HP, a lot of defense. You're making the character last much longer, right? And then in the testing scenario, there's no gear. Why? That's why I hate this testing, but for the most part, I'll give you the review. He is a very great character. The consensus that everyone has come to basically is he needs dupes, and when he gets dupes, He is very good. And at base, it isn't that he's bad, correct? He's not bad. The issue with this character is and this is also a deal with Kisia, both characters are very good, but you have to actually go and get their stats, right? For this character, he whiffs a lot. He does miss a few shots, and when that happens, it's going to really suck. So let's say it's a character that you plan on building, actually. Look over here. You kind of want to get these over here. You kind of want this, because the character will miss a lot. And in the floors that people were testing with him, he does kind of fall off a little bit, but he is very, very powerful. But what I will tell you, what I can guarantee you right now, is he kind of is a must to put on the wish list as your 5th one with the SSR Plus wish list. He is very strong, and in comparison to like Evan-Kill and all of them, I think, again, because Evan-Kill is your 4th one anyways, right? Theoretically. So I think he's the perfect 5th character. Simply put, in comparison to Karaka, in comparison to the other data character, and then in comparison to Viol, he is very strong. Yes, when he gets dupes, he gets a lot stronger, but at 0 dopes, he actually is putting up pretty good damage and whatnot. I now will give you a little bit of a showcase when I was testing it, so you can at least get an idea of what it looks like. So let's hop into that now. So I were to take him into Arena Simulation just to show this to you. I messed up with the entire thing being 3 over here, fully over here, no deuce here. That's what the other team looks like. And we were to enter battle. He dies extremely fast. It's not even funny. I don't know. Viol is a similar case. Like if I were to throw Data Zahard in there, like he won't die as fast. And I made sure to like level his kind of Shinsu up to where he can at least tank a little bit more. So this is the impenetrable domain. No one's really messing with him. Now, you see, he's still doing pretty good. Swift this increase. All this is happening here. Let's hope his ult gets off. Gets his ult off. That's doing the now 3 seconds is going to be doing area damage, right? So applied that. Still, he's alive a little bit, right? Bam died before him. But there we go. We're about to kick into. Oh, he healed here. Okay, so never mind. Evan got him healed. All right. Sometimes Evan doesn't get him healed there, but he did very good. Like when he can, he does insane damage. So realize now, in some stages he will, but you have to retry here and there. Because if I were to do it again, this time we'll do quick results. He does get a little bit folded, a little bit, right? Now that I'm recording, he's not getting folded. Before this, he was. Also does pretty good. We'll do it one more time. So my point is now dead. But let's see. No, because I'm recording, it won't. But okay. Yeah, you can kind of see. Look at that, dude. That was actually a much better run. Look at that damage. But if we were to switch up some of the things over here, because again, we gave him like a huge level here just to see if we can keep him alive. That's why in comparison. So let's just fix this. I don't know why it goes back to 20 every time when I do that. But if we were to make them all on par, being like, let's say 226. Let's do it that way. Now it'll be much different of a case. I gave him much more of a level just because he kept dying. Like you see, right? He just dies right away. I don't even know why. And he does no damage by then. He's just instantly dead. So he's a very squishy character. I don't know why that is the case too. But like even if you give him dupes, that's not something you're gonna 100% solve. Like look at that, dead again. Let's do it one more time. Just one more time. Maybe that was bad RNG. We'll swap him over here. Let's do this. Right now, let's see. Is he still gonna die? And he's surviving a little bit longer. Okay, and now he's dead. So don't know why that is the case, right? But when he can do damage, he will do a lot of damage. You can clearly see, even for the time that he was alive, he does a lot of damage. I don't want to say glass cannon, but sort of you can say glass cannon. If you're wondering about the settings I'm putting on for him, I'm doing A2 up here, 226. I'm not giving him any dupes. I'm doing level 30 over here. Like, anybody can really get one character to level 40. So if you were to say level 40, it's not going to really do an insane change. I don't think so. The level 40 is good, but it's not going to be like a thing that can help you break through some stuff like this. Like, again, the power deficit here is a lot. It's a decent amount. And again, you can do your own testing, like go through this and try it out, see what happens. Again, the reason that I hate this simulator is there's no gear, right? So when you have the character with a little bit of gear, they will do much better because again, they're tanking much more, right? So in comparison, Data Zahard is just much more powerful. Kind of killed him there, but we did get through it. Like he does, look at this, he does a lot of damage. Data Zahard is just built different. It's 756. Damn, that's a lot. So again, we're not saying that he is the most broken character, which by far he isn't the most broken SSR Plus, but he is still damn powerful, correct? And did it just? No, it didn't. I was like, wait a second, did we kill him that fast? Yeah, we did. We killed his that fast, right? So we lowered this number a lot. He did 301, he did 527, or she did 527, right? So again, for the most part, this is like max dupes. You're never gonna reach this point free to play, like probably ever, but if you were to mess around with this, you can go through this thing and do your own testing. Again, the consensus that I have gotten from a lot of players giving me all of their advice is basically yes, powerful character. He's a bit squishy. At zero dupes, he does great. He puts up a lot of damage. He's a really good boss killer. He's going to be good for a lot of free-to-play players to kind of invest into. His EE is very important, so you have to chase his EE. That's going to be a very big make it or break it for the character. So that's there too. So there's a lot of aspects of that. They're clearing power deficits like it's nothing. It's just he's not the best. Don't think of him as like a Data Zahar, Data this, whatever, Data Mask. Like, he is very good, but he's just not broken, correct? So we've not hit that part where we've gotten like an insanely broken SSR Plus at this moment in time. That's just really the case. It's kind of sad, but we haven't still to this point gotten that broken SSR Plus. So again, like if you were to test it, you do something like this, lower the SSRs because you're not getting SSR Plus like that. These guys are just currently stacked. We'll lower them to no dupes. Then we have to bring them down over here. So I can mess with this one more time. I can come up with so many different kind of variations of the team. It's just simply put, he is powerful. That's it. That's the best thing to give it to you. Again, I wish that I pulled him on my account to test him, but I did get a bunch of people to sort of give me an analysis, and I will say he's a very good character. Again, he will help you push a lot. I would recommend to have him on your wish list, and I would recommend to get him. Like, if you're asking me, like, oh, should I re-roll him or I pull him? Like, again, you can risk it, pull someone like Evan Kill. I think that on par with Evan Kill, you would consider this character. Evan Kill still destroys. I personally have a bias towards Evan Kill for the amount of damage she does a lot of the time, but he is also very strong. And for Yellow Team, he is a massive contender, and kind of got shredded there. But yeah, he is pretty strong. So if you want to mess with it, you can do it this way. But he needs gear, and he needs to be able to survive a little bit. And when he survives, he puts out that damage. When he reaches his ult, when he reaches the field around him, both those attacks will be able to keep him alive a little bit. And again, project a lot of damage. So just a quick little analysis, quick little review here. Early testing, not like I can actually have the character and test them because I just can't pull the freaking character. But just want to share with you the community opinion also. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this quick little video here.